Welcome to today's episode of Chronicles of a Nigerian Woman. My name is Fagbeja, and today I'll be reading Idara's story. I am an only child, and I grew up in an extremely loving family. My parents didn't spoil me, but I was in no doubt that they would do anything for me. They were quite comfortable and gave me the best of everything. The only problem is that there are too many secrets in my family. Everybody seems to have something to hide. From my mom's sister, who cannot have children because she had an abortion that went wrong as a teenager and whose husband doesn't know better, to my dad's elder brother whose wife has no idea that he had a child outside the family before meeting her. I get a headache just thinking about all the secrets in my family. These are just a few of them, and I can't even start to list all the things I know, either by overhearing adult conversations or by happening upon some document or the other. My parents' secret, however, is the worst, in my opinion, and I haven't decided what to do with it. My parents, my mother especially, have always been particular about documenting our lives in pictures. We have so many photo albums, pictures, and soft copies from her childhood, their wedding, pregnancy with me, my childhood, all the way through growing up. We take pictures almost every day, and of course at every major event like birthdays or anniversaries. It's a tradition in our household for each of us, my parents and I, to post at least one picture of ourselves in our family chat group every day, especially now that I am away in the university. I know almost every story about my parents' lives before they got married, through till when I was born, because we would often go through old pictures and they would share memories with me. They had an 8-year delay before I was born, and even though they wanted more, they were grateful that they could have at least one. After I came, they could not have any more. I have heard this story several times over the course of my life. About a month and a half ago, I went home from school. It was late in the evening when I got home, and my parents were in their bedroom. As I walked towards the door, I heard them mention my name in the discussion they were having, so I decided to wait a bit before knocking on the door. My dad was saying that they ought to tell me something, and my mom said she didn't think it was best. Just as I wondered what they were talking about, it was as though my mom heard the question in my heart because she started talking. Tell her what, Ima? What exactly will we tell her? That we've been lying to her all her life? That the pregnancy pictures were fake? Or that she was bought? Ima, I don't know which part of the story we should tell her because I don't know how to tell her. I think we should just let sleeping dogs lie. What will her knowing do for her anyway? But Angie, what if she finds out? She will hate us. Who will tell her? How many people know? She won't find out. I stood almost transfixed behind the door. I could not believe what I was hearing. But me? I quickly shook myself out of my reverie and made a split-minute decision to knock on the door. My mom asked who it was, and when I answered, she took a moment before she asked me to come in. They were surprised to see me because I hadn't told them I was coming home. I told them I was bored in school and wanted to surprise them. They acted normal and we just continued with the day. I don't know what I was expecting them to say, but at the time, it seemed strange that they could be so calm when my world had just been thrown upside down. I felt some anger that they could hide such information from me for so long, and even worse was the extra effort they made to prove that everything was normal. As I tried to rationalize it, I felt pity for them as well. I can only imagine how heavily it weighed on my dad if he still felt as apprehensive as he did after so many years. For 6 weeks, I have carried this burden. I have so many questions, but I'm not sure whether to confront my parents or not. If I did not hear their conversation, I wouldn't have had any cause whatsoever to raise any questions. I have long, thick hair, just like my mother, and I have a complexion too. I even have a mole on my chin, just like my paternal grandmother. Sometimes, I wonder if they could have been referring to someone else. But I know that is not true, because I heard the conversation clearly. I don't know what to do with the information or who to confide in. I don't feel like I can speak with anyone in the family, because everyone seems to have their own secrets anyway. The biggest irony is that I heard it directly from my parents. I have always hated the family culture of secretiveness, and now that it has dropped on me, I am even more upset. I have not gone home since then because I am not sure what I will do when I see my parents, and I want to reach a place in my mind where my actions are calculated. What do you think about Idara's story? Please share your thoughts in the comment section. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any story when I post.